I have no idea. My computer froze up and came back.
Oh, wow.
You can begin.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the Ways and Means Committee meeting to order. Today is Thursday, June 9th. So, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderman Vaccaro, Alderwoman Howard,
Present.
Alderwoman Spencer, Alderwoman Boyd,
Present.
Alderman Oldenburg, Alderwoman Middlebrook, Alderwoman Evans,
Present.
Chairwoman Davis,
I think there's something wrong.
Alderman Vaccaro,
I'm here. I keep getting booted off for some reason, but I'm here.
Alderwoman Spencer, Alderman Oldenburg, Alderwoman Middlebrook, Chairwoman Davis, I'll go through the roll one more time. Alderwoman Spencer, Alderman Oldenburg, Alderwoman Middlebrook, Chairwoman Davis. For present, a quorum has not been established. Vice Chair Howard, it looks like Alderwoman Davis may have gotten booted off.
Wait a minute. Let's give a minute here and see if we can't, maybe people are having a hard time. I don't understand if we're having technology problems. Does STLTV have anything to say about that? Can they detect anything wrong?
Hi, Alderwoman Howard. No, I cannot detect anything if anything's wrong.
Okay. So it's nothing. There's the chair.
I'm back. I don't know what happened.
Mine's doing the same thing. Mine keeps booting me off.
Okay, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk. So do we still need to call the roll again? Oh, it just went out again.
Wow.
Yeah, mine keeps doing the same thing. It keeps cutting me off. It's staying on right now.
There's Alderwoman Middlebrook. She's on, so.
No, it is six.
But she's on twice, so maybe she's having problems too.
Yes, I was having problems. I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
We can actually approve the minutes now.
There are no minutes to approve. They will be on the next agenda.
Do we have a quorum? We
Yeah.
have, if people can stay on, I guess we do.
Yes, ma'am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I will, well. Is there anyone that wants to discuss? We don't have do you want to call the roll one more time? Well, I don't know that we got her, but Lisa, can you hear us? Middlebrook?
I can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you were blank and I wasn't sure if you were there. Okay,
Can't she just say she's present? Or do you need to go back through the roll?
do we need to go through the roll?
No, ma'am. I have her down and also Alderwoman Davis because she was here at one point, even though she didn't say aye. I
And
did.
Alderwoman Evans is here, so we have a quorum, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. I guess we could discuss.
She's back.
There's the chair. I'll let her proceed.
I just, Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. It's crazy. Okay, maybe I'm okay for a second here. So did we have a quorum? I'm sorry.
Yes,
We-
ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
You have six present.
Thank you very much. I'd like to, do we have any minutes for today?
No minutes to approve today.
Okay, thank you. And we'll move on to discussing the purpose for today. So we're here today to discuss and vote for Board Bill number 1. As we move forward, we do know that we have a couple of items for, not a couple, one item for amendment today. And what I also like to do is before we get to that point, I would like to ask each one of the board members for their opinion of this process and how you would like to, if you thought you wanted to do it different, because, you know, we'll be coming back and forth with some other items for the next 2 or 3 months. So I want to try to figure out how we move forward and make the process better. I think that this is one of the better, for me, it was one of the better Ways and Means processes. So let me start with Alderman Vaccaro, please.
I have more of a technical question. I don't know, because of this Prop R thing, that myself or Pam Boyd, we both have children in the police department. So we're actually would be voting on a budget that, that they had that whole thing to the 4th degree thing in there. So I'm most likely just going to have to abstain because I got 2 kids in the police department and a wife that works for the city. And I guess I would need a legal opinion. Has that Prop R, is that in effect or not?
I would have to ask, I'm not sure if our attorney is on and our board clerk, but I would ask for both of them to weigh in on that question because.
I mean, it'll pass out without myself. I'm just going to abstain, but,
Uh-huh.
I just wonder if that Prop R is in effect. We both, myself and Alderman Boyd, have children in the police department, so we're passing a
Well,
budget.
that's another reason why I think that all of that needs to be looked at again, is because you're not direct supervisors over them.
Right.
And you are not a sole voter or sole decision maker. And that is how something like that should have been worded. But
It wasn't.
it
Well,
wasn't.
Goes to the 4th degree. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it seems like we could have people out there we don't even know about.
Well, I know.
I do know my kids last time I checked, and my wife. So
Yeah, other than my children, I couldn't tell you what even a first cousin is doing. Okay,
Right.
I just couldn't.
right. But I do know my kids work there.
Yeah.
I don't even have to worry about going to the 4th degree. I already have an issue, and I don't know if that's in effect or not in effect. I've been trying to find out. I know that some of the other people have got a challenge over in the court, but as far as I know, it's in effect. My vote not, or abstaining is not going to make a difference.
Mhm.
I caution it myself and Alderwoman Boyd, you might want to consider abstaining. I just don't know until we get a real legal opinion. It puts me in a kind of bad situation, I guess you'd say. So I just want to understand why I would be abstaining today. And because I don't know if you have to just state your conflict, but I have a wife and kids that work for the city technically. So I just want to explain that. And so when we come down the vote, I'll abstain, but that's my purpose for that.
I do understand. For me, because we're talking about it at this moment, Madam Clerk, could you inform our attorney and or the board clerk to join us on this meeting, please?
Can
And
we-
hopefully- Oh, wait a minute, what happened?
I'm
She's
sorry. I was muted. I'm sorry. The clerk, he was on, but I will give him a call, and I will also call Attorney Luke Ollie.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
Okay, and that was it for you, Alderman Vaccaro?
Yes, that was it.
Okay, okay. Alderwoman Howard.
No, the only thing that I would add is that I think we need to move forward carefully with that in mind. But the only change would be the addition of the additional position at communications that we agreed upon. And I guess that's the only change. And we haven't had that approved, but hopefully they will approve that, correct?
Every
Yep.
action at this moment says that it is in the process of being approved as you speak and will be forwarded to us to finalize in this meeting.
Okay, great. So we could move forward on that and vote on the budget as it is and send it on. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. That's all I have.
Okay. Alderwoman Spencer. Alderwoman Boyd.
I have no questions. I kind of support what Alderman Vaccaro said. And so it just put a big question mark for me. And I talked to Paul Payne, so, I'm pretty clear on where I am and which way I can go. So thank you.
Could you share that with us, please?
Well, I had looked at, I had some questions in regards to the treasurers, but Paul said that he doesn't have anything to do with that. And so
No.
that doesn't come through them. So that's why I said he made it, he explained it to me for understanding. It was just a lot of questions I had. And he said they were proper questions and that they need to respond to those questions. And so
Oh,
that was,
absolutely.
yeah. But the way with this ARPA money and everything's going, I think people were asking for the right things, they were asking for staff and stuff. And so I get that. And so as a government, I just think we have a lot of work to do to get us where we need to be as a government for the city. So I'm fine.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. And I do understand, for those who may not understand, the treasurer's office is a county office. It's not a city office. And
Right.
so we have the license collector and collector of revenue. So we have county offices that don't, their money does not come out of our general fund. So I do appreciate that. We do pay for assistance for services as it was talked about with St. Louis Development Corporation. They do get funding from CDA to assist in the services that they provide for us. But let us continue. Alderman Oldenburg. Alderwoman Middlebrook.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have nothing.
Okay. Alderwoman Evans.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have no questions at this time.
Okay. And so I'll go back. For me, I agree that we need clarity on some things. And I think we'll end up getting that very soon. And so, all right. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go back to our first discussion, which is Board Bill 1 and the process moving forward. So the actual document Madam Clerk, they should be sending a memo from the conclusion of the Board of E&A's meeting. I just received a text saying that the Amendment 1 that we sent over to Board of E&A has been approved. So we can move forward on that at this moment. I'm not trying to lose my voice on you. So I wanted to go back and get the official understanding, and everybody basically has said that they accept it. And I can, as the chair, I can move forward with accepting a motion for amendment number 1 for Board Bill 1 for the addition of 1 staff for the Communications Division.
Madam Chair,
Oh, Paul, yes, go right ahead.
yeah, I'm here. The E&A meeting just concluded, so I do have the details of that particular amendment. If you'd like me to share that and go through that with you.
Absolutely, sir. Go right ahead.
Okay, very good. I'm going to share my screen with you all. And that should be on your screens now. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, there. So in response to, so you had asked for an additional position in the Communications Division, and then of course the question was how do we get that funded and such. So there are 3 parts to this particular amendment, and I've got the detail. I'm working off a summary page right now, but I'll show you the detail in a second.
Okay.
First is the Communications Division added a video production specialist position. That was a $55,000 ask. That includes salary and benefits. So the question is, where do we find funds to fund that position from? And by the way, on this summary, I had local use text fund. That's 1117 is actually the communications fund. So that's you'll see that in the detail, but I just wanted to point that out just in case. So we reduced in the citywide accounts, Department 190, there's a line item for unemployment compensation, and it's currently budgeted at $500,000. We spent under that last year. We've seen years where unemployment was high, they would be high, but this year it was a little lower, and it's been tracking lower. So we're thinking that's a reasonable reduction in that line item. If we're around 450, that's probably pretty close to where we're going to be. So that seemed like a reasonable reduction in that. So you have the increase in the communications fund budget and the decrease in the general fund budget. So the next question is, how do you get the money from the one fund to the other fund? Mm-hmm. Well, if you're familiar with the general fund revenue, we do receive revenue from the communications fund. So to the extent that they don't spend funds, there are monies in the revenue estimates from the communications fund. So by reducing the general fund by $55,000, we can also reduce the amount that comes from the communication fund by that same amount, which provides the funds for funding that position. And so that's that 1C that right there. So basically you're reducing the amount of money that would be anticipating coming from the communications fund. And so by doing that, both those 2 funds balance out. And you can see the detail by line item is also here attached. And and you'll be getting the hard copies of this, but I just wanted to share, these are the line items in Fund 1117, the Communications Division, the increases. In particular, you're adding the video production specialist at 36,478 plus fringes. And then you've got the reduction in Fund 1010, 190, 55,000, as well as the change in the revenue estimate from the communications fund to the general fund. And so that's the extent of the proposed amendment.
Okay. I thank you so much, Paul, for being here and making sure everything is clear and giving us such good direction on everything. So we are prepared. The funds have been identified, and you have done the appropriate things with the budget. And we can now go forward with an approval for Amendment 1. as well. So the chair accepts,
Motion, we approve Amendment 1 to Board Bill 1.
Second.
it's been moved and second to approve Amendment 1. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Vaccaro,
Aye.
Vice Chair Howard,
Aye.
Alderwoman Spencer,
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd,
Aye.
Alderman Oldenburg, Alderwoman Middlebrook,
Aye.
Alderwoman Evans,
Aye.
Chairwoman Davis.
Aye.
7 aye votes.
Thank you. We have approved Amendment 1. Now we can adopt with the motion Board Bill 1 as amended. I'll accept a motion for that.
I move that we accept the amendment to Board Bill 1.
I
We're
think,
adopting the
Second.
board.
no, I think this is
Go back for clarity. The chair is accepting a motion to approve Board Bill 1 as amended.
it's the whole board bill.
Yes.
So I recommend to accept Board Bill 1 as amended.
Thank you.
Second.
Second.
It's been moved in second.
With the-
Madam Clerk, please call the
Madam
roll.
Chair, Madam
Hold
Chair,
on, where you at?
I'm here.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Um,
We'll hold on for our roll call.
you would
I'm
need
gonna
to
get
also
clarity.
mention you want to pass it with a do pass recommendation.
All right, sir.
Okay, so I'm saying to accept the amendment to Board Bill 1 as recommended with a due pass recommendation.
No, it's the whole budget, but I can't vote on it, but it's the whole, it's already been amended. So now what the motion would have to be is to pass out Board Bill 1 as amended to the full floor, but I can't vote on it. But that's what the motion would have to be.
May I speak, Madam Chair?
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, that motion would be that you would move to pass Board Bill 1 as amended with a do pass recommendation.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't I say that?
Mm, mm, mm,
Not quite.
no.
Okay, he said not quite. Okay, so I move to pass Board Bill 1 as amended with due
Pass
With the
recommendation.
do.
pass recommendations.
That's it.
Okay,
Second.
Okay. So it's been officially moved and second.
Previous roll.
No, I object to previous.
Hold on.
roll. I
We
have
can't- we
I
can't do
have to
previous
abstain.
vote.
Yeah, I object to previous role.
so
Can't do-
that's my
Take-
question. How would that work if Joe and I abstain?
It'll still
It's
go.
fine. You just abstain.
That would
That's
just.
all.
doesn't mean anything.
Okay, all right.
Just being cautious. I don't want to vote on it until I get the real explanation. It's just a cautious thing. So there's an objection to previous role, so
Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Alderman Vaccaro,
I abstain.
Alderwoman Howard,
I'm going to take a leap and vote yay. Hopefully there's no fourth degree relatives out there that I don't know about. Okay.
Alderwoman Spencer,
Aye.
Alderwoman Boyd,
Abstain.
Alderman Oldenburg, Alderwoman Middlebrook,
Aye.
Alderwoman Evans,
Aye.
Chairwoman Davis.
Aye.
5 aye votes and 2 abstain.
All right, thank you. With your vote, we have approved Board Bill 1 as amended for a due, fully, and sending it to the board with a due pass recommendation. This has been interesting. I think that we have a good budget that we're sending out. I believe that all the departments will feel good that there weren't a lot of changes made. And they all identified with us that came before us, that they felt comfortable with the budget and they could do the job that they are charged with on behalf of the city of St. Louis. So Ways and Means Committee members, as we close out this meeting, I just want to say thank you again. And I'll take a few minutes here. If there's anyone who needs to share anything else with us, I'd be happy to listen. So let's start with Alderman Vaccaro.
Yes, I know Sharita's shirt says she's the boss. And I just want to mention, I agree with that. She's probably the hardest working person. Well, I would say one of them, but she's at all our meetings. So I like her shirt that says she's the boss. And what is that, a tiger tattoo? I see on there. My gosh, the things we learn. Anyway, no other mentions other than that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Alderwoman Howard.
No, I have, other than this was an interesting process. I learned a lot. And as we move forward, I guess we're going to be working again on the additional ARPA funds. Is that correct? Will we be?
It depends. It depends on where the presiding president chooses to send it to Ways and Means or HUD's.
Okay. Well, we'll just see how this works out. And, I'm glad we've gotten this out in time and hopefully the city will keep running smoothly. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Alderwoman Spencer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to maybe commend you as the chair here, the remaining two members of the Board of ENA for getting the budget passed and approved by the Board of Aldermen, something we were unable to do last year. So I think this is a real testament, especially in these times of extraordinary turmoil here at the Board of Aldermen, that we were able to get this completed and done in time and passed with approval, or at least with a due pass recommendation from this committee to the full board. And again, point out that we didn't get this done last year. So this is really, really impressive on our parts. And so thank you for your leadership here. I have no further comments at this time. Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you very much. Alderwoman Boyd.
Was someone gonna answer Joe and I in regards to this whole Prop R thing? Because I know Sharita had called them. So were they coming forth to answer the question or?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay, I went out again. I'm back. Madam Clerk, can you share with me your results?
Yes, ma'am. So Clerk Kennedy, he's on. He did try and get in touch with our attorney Lou Ghali, but he is in training right now. However, the clerk is on, if you want to ask him the question.
Okay, Mr. Clerk. Yeah, Mr. Clerk, did you have anything you wanted to share with us on the Prop R? This indicates how you should vote if you have any relations working for the city of St. Louis up to the 4th degree.
Madam Chair, may I speak?
Go right ahead.
And I guess we would need to know, does that include the county offices too?
Right.
Oh, wow. Okay, guys, let's keep complicating this. I hadn't thought about that.
I'm not trying to complicate it, but you know.
No, it's true. It's true.
This is just the water is so much that maybe we ought to take a poll in the whole board and see who's, we need to do our family trees and see who we got working.
I still wouldn't know them, so it wouldn't help
Well,
me.
I wouldn't either, but if the
Yeah.
family tree says they're related, I guess we're in trouble.
Well, I would think that if was, I know that I have the relatives. I mean, I would say if you don't know, I would say for Alderman Boyd, why don't we see if we get clarification from the city attorney? And we don't have, I mean, we really don't do anything. We got a full board meeting on Tuesday. And so, you know, I would think if we can get an answer before Tuesday, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, we'll definitely continue to explore this to get some clarity for you. Because as you said, we will not finally pass this for a moment. And we'll wait and, you know, get answers from everybody, because I do know you want to have clarity.
Yes, ma'am.
I think everybody deserves that.
Yes.
And the clerk can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we're voting on the pay bill on Tuesday. So we might want to have an answer before Tuesday.
Okay.
And, you know, I will say that, you know, multiple years back, every employee gets that 1.5% raise. And I voted on the 1.5% raise with everyone. And my wife worked for the Recorder of Deeds at the time, which is a county office. And it was perfectly innocent, but the Post put out, Vaquero does bonus bill for wife.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, and in my wildest dreams, so we had to pull the Recorder of Deeds out of the budget of the pay bill. And at the time, Larry Arnowitz had to introduce because he didn't have anyone in it. But when we get down to this, I think Alderman Bosley's going to have issues. And, you know, his mom's there. I'm just saying, for what it's worth, and it's perfectly innocent. You know, in my wildest dreams could not, but you can go back and, you know, the big headline, but it was the same. So the Recorder of Deeds at that time did not get the pay raise with everyone else. Their pay raise came way later because I had to pull, it was a whole big mess. So I'll just say we need a real opinion from the city attorney. And at least then, if we have that, at least we can, in writing, we can always fall back on that saying, well, this is the legal opinion that we got from, and I would go above Lugali on that. I would go to the city attorney and ask for a legal opinion. And I just think it's a smarter way to go.
Mhm.
Not to minimize Mr. Golly, but I agree with that. We need an opinion from Ms. Hamilton.
Right.
Because she.
They're the ones that will have to defend us in court if someone says we did something. I mean, they're the ones that we would say, well, it was their opinion that we could.
Mhm.
In the meantime, I'm just going to err on the side of safety. So, you know, and that's just, you know.
Okay. Well, that's one of the things that we will stay on top of. We will make sure that we get that clarity for you. Although in reading the proper, it is conflicting even in its own bill on several things. And so we'll wait and have the city councilor get that opinion. Okay?
Yes, and I noticed that Alderwoman Rice wrote in the chat, and I did get the opinion that the city attorney thought it was kind of, you know, the bill's not right. But even having said that, I'd still like one for, you know, so I know whether or not to vote. And I appreciate Alderwoman Rice putting that in there. I just, you know, like I said, you know, I didn't want to fall into that trap. That's all.
Yeah, well, you know, one of the things that you all hear me say all the time, it's not good to go out and exaggerate things and get people in hysteria when it is not something that we have direct authority over. We don't have direct authority or supervisory authority over employees of any department of the city of St. Louis, whether it's a city department or a county department. Nor do we have any authority of when it comes to a direct supervisory move or hire. So that is one of those things that people just really don't understand yet. And we have to continue to bring that clarity out there and to continue to educate the public. So again, we will move forward and get a written opinion for us and the public, okay?
Thank you.
All righty. I forgot where I was. Alderwoman Boyd, did I call you?
It's whoever's after me, I think.
Yes, ma'am, you did, and you answered my question, and the clerk answered also, so thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alderman Oldenburg, did he come on yet? No. Okay, Alderwoman Middlebrook.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. I'm sorry, Madam Chairwoman. I'll just wait for the opinion of the city council just to see if I need to go down my family tree. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alderwoman Evans.
No questions, but I think you skipped Alderwoman Spencer.
No, I thought I heard her say, maybe I did. I'll go back. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't have any questions. I look forward to the opinion. I think I should be good on my end, but I always appreciate additional clarity. And, there's a lot to parse through with that bill. And it's hopefully we can get clarity on all aspects of it so that we can all stay within the currently passed laws.
Yeah, I totally agree. I thought I had a good understanding, but when you have to read that many hundreds of pages, you'll miss things and you'll think you read it one way and you probably need to read it 4 or 5 times. And that's why we need more clarity with enough, most especially enough legal eyes on it so that we can, first of all, you need to bring simplicity of understanding in any bill to the public. And that particular one is very convoluted. So we shall see. Alderwoman Howard, did I miss you?
No, I talked. I said all I need to say.
Okay, I want to
Okay.
make sure. All righty. I think that, we can just take a deep breath now and on this agenda for today, we've had our discussion. I need to excuse Alderman Oldenburg and Madam Clerk. Is there anything else?
Alderman Oldenburg was the only one that was not present.
All right, thank you on that. So again, thank you, everybody. This is the shortest meeting we've had for Ways and Means in a while, and take advantage of that because we know we have a lot more work ahead of us in other committees and just as a whole, serving as alderpersons at this moment in time in the city of St. Louis. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow in our full board meeting, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.